Hey there, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm looking at a spot behind me that I need to do some little bit of work on, and I'm going out to town and I'm going to be going by a few garden centers. So I have an idea of what I'm going to be looking for while I'm out, but I'll just show you quick this spot that I'm going to be working on or that I'm going to be looking to shop for, and give you an idea of what we're working towards. Here is the area. It's kind of a junky looking mess right now. Yeah, the Brunner out back here is doing really well. There's a hydrangea Endless Summer that is in this container right down here. And I really need to get it out of the container. I mean, it did okay, but it was really leaning forward, and I really think that I need to plant it up here closer to the edge just so it gets a bit more of the sun. It's supposed to be kind of more of a compact grower, but because I think because it's in the container and because it was stretching so bad, it got really, really leggy. So I think what I need to do, this is a hydrangea that I transplanted up here last season and it totally didn't grow. So I need to dig that out. I think I'm going to dig out this fern also because it just ends up being super scraggly, as you can see. And then I'm going to look for a big pot. I'm going to look for one that's like this one, but bigger than what this Kimberly fern is in. And I'm going to put the pot right back here in the back, and I'm going to transplant the Sun King Aurelia into it because that can handle having less sun. And I think that that would look really nice there contrasting with the fern. And then hopefully by moving forward and planting into the ground the hydrangea will have a better chance of, you know, filling out and performing as it's meant to do. So I'm gonna shop first, and then I'm going to maybe not today necessarily, but we'll see how much time I have when I get home to start into this space and just clean it up, give it a little bit more of an intentional look. It looks kind of just haphazard right now, which, you know, is the case in a lot of areas in my garden. But I think this is a good place to work on this time of the year because I definitely see the potential for it and I see just work that needs to be done. So anyway, we're gonna head out to Owl's and look at their pots that they have on sale and start there. Okay, so I just got here to Owl's and this is where I'm gonna look for a container for that back space. I know last time I was here they had some that I really like, that I have a few of already that were they're 40% off last I saw. So hopefully they still have them and I can find that to be able to shift things around in that bed, move the Sun King Aurelia back, and then rearrange things so that I can get the hydrangea into the ground. So as I'm looking through and I can see what's here at the nursery, it's going to be hard to just hold myself to what I'm here for because, of course, everything that has beautiful fall color is showing that. So maybe we'll take a look at that stuff too. But for the most part, I'm just looking for the container here at this location. Than I thought to keep myself focused. There's 50% off of some perennials, so I have to look at that for after I find the pot. Look how pretty this Leucothoe is. This is a rainbow Leucothoe. I planted 2 of these earlier in the season that I got at a really good price at our local Bi-Mart, but these have such beautiful stems and foliage on them. They're so pretty. Yay! Here are their containers that I came looking for. I feel like I'm probably just gonna go for a black one because I have another black one. Well, I have a few black ones on the back patio that my ferns are in that are, I think, this. I think that they're this pattern. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, I think the color will look nice together. Okay, one thing else that I'm looking for is for my front hanging baskets. I'm gonna plant my pansies in around them, and I was wanting to find a centerpiece, and these would be really pretty because they would show up so strikingly up there on the front porch, which is a little bit more shaded. These are just a pretty typical brand, or pretty typical variety, the lemon or the lime marmalade. $15, they're 25% off, I think. So that could be a good contender for that. I think I might just go get a cart just so I can walk around and not have to haul this thing. Is it weird that I'm actually gonna ask them how much they would sell this stump to me? I know they use them for displays, but I don't know if they keep them from year to year. And I love it. I want it in one of my garden beds. So I'm gonna ask them, we'll see if we can get it home with us. I was walking over to get my cart and I saw these Ascot Rainbow Euphorbia. I've seen so many people use them recently in baskets and stuff, and Euphorbia does so well for me in my garden that these are one I want to keep in mind for. I don't love the balloons, which is interesting, but they are really deer resistant, which is, you know, of course awesome for those of us who have deer. So, and just the color is really unique, really pretty. I'm walking down this table here, and I'm seeing a lot of plants that Kate on Hello Garden has been using in her displays that she does for different like city landscapes in their containers. But this Kaluna is one of them, and it's just really sweet with the flowers that they have on them. You see those? Just the coloring, and I think that they're evergreen, I'm pretty sure. But it's a variety of heather. Yeah, those are super pretty. Okay, I need to stay focused. I'm not good at staying focused. And there's so many pretty things, and I'm literally like, there's like a handful of us here shopping. So nice. I got turned down on this stump. He said that they keep them, but I had to ask. So anyways, I got myself a cart, and I'm just gonna load up this pot, and I'll just kind of walk around and see. I'm not seeing where they have 50% off perennials, only 25% off, but I'm just gonna keep looking around. Okay, so here's the 50% off section of perennials, I'm guessing. And what's interesting is they actually have a Sun King Aurelia right here, which is what I was gonna be moving up into this container. And because, I mean, that's gonna be $10. And it's looks a lot better than the one that I currently have. I think I'm gonna get this one and pot it up into the container and then move my other one elsewhere in the garden. Kind of tempted also. I mean, these look cruddy, you know, because they've already been cut back. But really at this time of the year, especially, you're purchasing the roots, and look at how large. I mean, this is a 2-gallon container. It's 50% off, so $11. And I love Agastaki. It does really well in my garden. Deer don't like it, so it'd be great for that lower bed. And this is a nice, healthy, I mean, there's a lot, there's actually probably, well, there's 2 plants there. So I could, even that one is little start. So, I mean, I could plant that up. Basically 2 plants for, you know, $5 each. That's pretty good. So I might think on that too. It's not impressive now, which is, you know, hard to do. It's hard to spend money on something that doesn't look gorgeous right now, but you gotta think ahead, you know. So when something is 50% off this time of the year in the fall when everything's going dormant, it's not gonna look great in the container, but you've gotta think forward a little bit and think if that's worth it. Think if that's worth it to you. Oh, this is literally so hard for me. So this right here is an Escanolia. I think that's how you pronounce it. Golden Brian. I've never seen this variety. I have some other, I wish I could remember the variety that I have, but they've struggled a little just because they keep getting broken by the dogs. But when a plant is larger and I put it in the bed, the dogs don't trample it as much. So these are all 30% off. Just $30. So, you know, about $10 off or so. But it has this beautiful new growth. I mean, not even just the leaves are beautiful, but the actual stems are beautiful. It has kind of a raspberry flower in the late summer. They do get kind of large. I don't know how well these take to pruning. I think pretty well. So tempting because I love when shrubs have variation like that. I just think it's so pretty. Here is a Pearl Glam beauty berry. So I saw some beauty berries up in the front, but this one I think I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna pull it out so we can see it better. So in addition to it being a beauty berry, which, you know, they are pretty inconspicuous all season long, but then they get the beautiful purpley berries on them this time of the year. This variety actually grows pretty much upright. Here's another one, quite a different color. It doesn't have any berries really on it. Right now this one might have dried out. You can see the little spots where the berries are supposed to be. But this one is looking gorgeous. They're narrower than they are tall, so it'll kind of fit in nicely to a smaller spot. I think this would be a really pretty one. It can take full sun, but also partial shade, which is nice for that new no dig bed that I just put in. So I think we're gonna grab this one. I'm actually thinking that maybe I'll do, instead of doing some heuchera in my hanging baskets on the front porch, that maybe I'll get some of these lemon lime Nandina, because I have one in the landscape and I've wanted to add, ironically, 2 more. And if I get 2 for my containers, and these will be 30% off, $20, that'll actually put me down around the same price as the heuchera. And these are actually evergreen, so they could stay pretty in those containers all season long. So that's a good option. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna see if I can grab 2 that are pretty similar. This always takes me a minute. This is the variety of the Escalonia that I have. Mine are tiny. I only got them as gallons, but these are so pretty. Mine just don't look like this because they keep getting broken down. So maybe eventually they'll get to be this pretty and have such stature. Here's another one of those gold Bryans, or Brian's Crown Gold Bryan. These ones even have the buds on, or the flowers on them still. This one has lots of flowers that it is yet to open. Oh, super pretty. Isn't that lovely? There's another one right here. Oh, another one right there. This one's interesting. Looks like it's almost trying to be tree formed. I don't know if they're doing that intentionally, but I prefer them like this. This one's a little scraggly on the back. So this is an example. This is the Spring Bouquet Compact Viburnum. I just planted one of these in to my garden that was considerably smaller. It was just a 1 gallon. This one's looks like a 2 or 3 gallon. But look at these berries on here. Are so cool. This almost looks like it's gonna, I don't know if those are gonna bloom again or what, but super pretty plant. Mine was $5. But I'd pay for that one. That one's beautiful. Look how cool this is. It's a variegated Meyer lemon. Just kidding. Eureka variegated lemon. Isn't that pretty? I mean, just the foliage itself is gorgeous, and then the lemons. If I didn't already nearly kill a lemon tree this year, I'd maybe consider that, but that is beautiful. I can't even. So pretty. 6 to 10 feet tall. $40. at 30% off. And they have a bunch of them. They even have some more back here. This is Yuletide. Yeah. Well, that's gonna be red. It's not my jam. That's what most of these are, probably. Yeah. Those pink ones, oh my goodness. That is massive, and look at how many buds it still has on it. Well, everything else is going to sleep. This is gorgeous. This one's pretty too, but it has kind of a crooked trunk. You could plant it in, you know, kind of on its side, and that would help. And these guys, how pretty that is with that new growth with the flowers on this. Oh, so pretty. This is not what I came here for. But seriously, like, how does a person not take advantage of such a good sale on such beautiful plants? And I wouldn't, you know, when I'm shopping in spring or summer, obviously I wouldn't see well, I did buy a camellia earlier this spring, but these wouldn't probably be on sale earlier on in the spring and summer because they wouldn't be blooming and beautiful. And so now they're beautiful and they're on sale. So I'm trying to decide which one to get. With evergreens like this, broadleaf evergreens, I'm just not sure. I like try to look really carefully at the structure, and while I do like the uprightness of this one, the bottom is just kind of so crooked. This one has a bit better structure, so it's probably a wiser choice. And I don't love that how, you know, compact it is down here, but obviously I can lift those up. This one's just more, you know, much more upright than this one, but they just all they're just covered in buds. I came for a pot, and this is my cart. So there's there's a kitty. What a beauty. I've never seen a kitty here. Logically, I have to go try to pet it. He's not friendly. Come here, kitty. He doesn't want my attention. Anyway, so Sun King Aurelia, this Agastaki, whatever, 2 of the lemon lime and Dina for in my front hanging pots. This gold Brian Escalonia, and the pot. I didn't see this pottery over here being on sale, but oh, there's some more of these other ones. These pretty. I don't think they're as large though. I do love this basket leaf. Oh, here's one that I have in white. Maybe I should have my son send me a picture of which one I have on the back patio so I can match it. Okay, I just FaceTimed my son and he did show me that the pot that I have on the back patio is this pattern that I already grabbed, so I think I'll stick with it. So I think I'm gonna be good for this stop because I just cleaned my car too, and I don't have to get all this into my car, but that's okay. It's worth it. So beautiful, beautiful selections here right now. I mean, other than that Agastaki, nothing looks tired in their containers. So, man, if you haven't gotten out to your garden centers and you're able to, I definitely suggest it because you will find some really good deals right now. Just kidding. I found 2 just gallon-sized gold mound spirea that will be perfect. Put that new space down there. Houseplants are also 25% off, and look at this Birkin. Beautiful, like 100% perfection. It's so full, because then there's that one that's the same price, and then you see this one that's gorgeous. Okay, that was a really successful trip to Al's, considering I just went for the pot and got the pot, got the container that I was wanting, so that was good. But now we're just heading down the street, literally like a 3-minute drive to SNK Nursery, because I wanted to get a few more of the pansies that you saw just recently I had left over from the horse trough planting project that I did. I had intended on putting them in the horse trough, but I had enough of the violas, so I didn't need those in there. And then I was just going to have about 5 each for my hanging baskets, and I decided that would be kind of sparse in these baskets. So I'm going to get maybe 10 more, so there's really 5 more for each of the containers for the hanging baskets, and of course see what else they have available here at SNK Nursery, because I know they're having really good end of the season sales here as well. So excited to make this trip and see what they have. They just have the prettiest mixed containers. So much texture there. Oh, I just love it. Just look at all these. This one. So I doubt they have any that are exactly the same though. It's so pretty. Just look at that. From the fern to the heuchera. I don't know, this might be the little shrub that I just got. Another perfect heuchera. Some trailing plants. Some ajuga. This might be vinca, variegated vinca. With a lemon cypress in the middle. I think this one is actually the same. So yeah, not exactly the same, because the other one doesn't have this fern in it, and it doesn't have the abelia in it, but really similar. It doesn't have the same heuchera either, but super similar. I'm trying to find a price on them. Maybe it's free. There's no price on it. This guy. $26. Isn't that beautiful? And it has a little volunteer of some sort coming out the back. So pretty. Some beautiful begonias. So pretty. And this drapey one. Buy one, get one. Tell you what, if you're in my area, I hope you will come out and see these, because this is gorgeous. Look at these combinations. If I could just take these out and plop them into my hanging baskets, that's an idea. That's like what I did on my back patio ones. Because I'm not a huge fan of this type of container. And eventually these trailing plants will probably come out and cover them, but really pretty. Okay, focus on what I came for pansies. I'm not sure exactly what's going on here, but it looks as if they have these set up here, like they're staging to do some containers, but really it feels like they're sitting here for me to take and become my own container. So I might do that, because I'm going to have some open black pots that would be kind of fun just to mix up a container like they have, being inspired by how they have their containers planted up. I might go ahead and make my own. probably need that one in there too. Pretty. Should always know better than to walk in here without a cart. It's a good effort, you know, to try to keep myself focused on what I'm doing, but it's probably best to just get a cart and save myself the time. See, now they have one very similar, I think, yeah, to the one that's in the doorway over there. Right here. It's tempting. And they do so well with their perennials here. Always so lovely. So it would probably be good in that little container that I was going to put together to have some sort of taller element in it. So looking around, like maybe even something like this that I would be excited to, or I could do the French tip, because I bought a bunch of those out for the something yellow would be sweet too, although these will stop blooming pretty quickly. But anyway, like I was saying, I did get some of these French tip echinacea for the lower no-dig garden bed. It does have tons of blooms coming on still, so that will have more. It's pretty. Whoa, that is loaded. I don't know that I have that much space in the container that I'm thinking. Do something like this in it. Aren't these beautiful? So I went with two. They're not actually identical, but I think that's kind of fun. We'll look at them closer when I get home when it's not so loud. Travel companion. It's a pretty good haul, especially for a girl that said that she was pretty much done planting for the season. So my poor husband, now you know what he deals with, because I say I'm done, and then I mean I'm still within my planting budget and all that stuff. So but gosh, this is just such a good time to plant. So I have what I came for as far as the pot, to rework that one little space there in the backyard, and then it looks like we have a lot more projects coming up for us. Well, that's a pretty good, this isn't all stuff that I got today, but this is all that I have to plant and place out into the garden. So most of it is going into the no-dig bed. Obviously these containers are going up on the front porch. The pansies are going into hanging baskets on the front porch. So I have some work cut out for me. I have got some stuff to do, but that's exciting. We're getting into some cooler weather, which is, you know, great to work outside in. And but the soil is still nice and warm, which is why fall is such a great time to plant. The soil's warm, the air is cooler, so it's not as stressful for the plants. not as stressful for us gardeners. So anyway, I'm not sure when I will start planting in, but I'll definitely bring you along because I like watching people plant in their gardens. So hopefully you'll enjoy that too. So thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.